Raiders the first time back in 1977. Well, this will be the 52nd time. Kickoff 125, Oakland 0-7, but 3 of those losses by less than a touchdown. Got a rookie quarterback who is pretty darn good, Derek Carr, and a defense that should not be overlooked.
Very physical defense. Their front seven is tremendous, and their back end is very experienced as well. They're making a lot of plays, so that's one of the things that you notice about their defense. And a lot of their games are really close. So I mean, their record doesn't show how good they really are, and so we're gonna have to play great football and play physical and be strong.
Anytime that you play a team that's been struggling, you know that you could look at them and say, okay, they're not playing good ball. The film doesn't show that. They've had turnover problems that have caused their issues for the most part, but they played really tough on defense. They're only allowing 3.7 rushing with their front, and that's a tough, stout front. And teams have tried to run the ball at them, so they've done a good job there. And they show real explosive, dynamic throwing game right now at Addison, and we have to be ready for that.
The Seahawks and Raiders met in Game 4 of the preseason, and that's when Derek Carr won his starting job at quarterback.
He hit everything. He tore us up. Came in boldly, and they didn't just kind of dink it around. They showed that they had some belief that he could be a down the field guy, and they certainly have gone that way. The receivers have been on fire, and we saw him move, we saw him throw the deep ball, we saw him throw some time and quick stuff underneath, and just show a lot of poise.
That game is what it is. It's just the 4th preseason game. This is the real deal. This is the regular season. Against the defending Super Bowl champs. So I know it's going to be a tough task, especially going into their environment. So I don't even think about that game. That was just the 4th preseason game, and that's where that stops. Now I'm playing the defending Super Bowl champs and their stadium, so I know how tough of a challenge it's going to be.
The Seahawks offense drove 80 yards in the final 5 minutes last week in Carolina to pull out a win, with Russell Wilson connecting with several of his young receivers.
To be able to go to Cooper Helfrich, Luke Wilson, to Norwood, to Paul Richardson, so many different guys when the game's on the line like last week, and then to capitalize. I have complete trust in those guys. They work so hard during the week, and they do a tremendous job of just continuing to make plays throughout practice and throughout the week, and obviously on game day. And so, I have all the confidence in the world in those guys.
Caroline Point, of course, the original training headquarters of the Seahawks. The first time these two teams met, November 6, 1977, it was an Oakland win, 44-7. The following year, both teams made it into the AFC West. They played twice. The Seahawks won both times. Since then, though, Oakland leads the series 28-23. Game time 125 at CenturyLink. I'm Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com.